Hello my honeys, today I'm going to be sharing with you the number one key to success, the number one characteristic that my clients have that are the most successful through our work together, and the other characteristics that make them extremely successful. Let's get into it. Hello my honeys, it's Emmie. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmie. I'm a nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program. To learn how you can work with me inside of the Slim on Starch program, as well as your own personal mindset coach and nutrition coach, go to healthyemmie.org or just click the link in the down bar. Also make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every Wednesday and Saturday when I upload a new video. Let's say that you are baking a cake back in the pre-vegan days. So you get out your flour, you get out your flax eggs. We can make this vegan. You get out your sugar, you get out all the good stuff to bake a cake. All right, so we're gonna bake our cake. You pour in the flour, you pour in the sugar, you put a little bit of salt, you put your flax eggs in there, and you go, oh my God, this is taking so long. This is never gonna make a cake. I just have this big bowl of goo. This isn't a cake, I'm done. And you'll leave the kitchen and now you've got a big old mess. If you had just put it into the oven, waited an hour, and then pulled it back out, you would have had this big, beautiful cake. What I see so often is people get to the point where they have that big thing of goo and they go, screw this, I wanted cake, I don't have cake, goodbye, I'm on to the next recipe. I'm gonna start making cookies now. This would be the shiny object syndrome that happens when you haven't found the most beautiful success in the world on whatever diet you're on. For the clients of mine that take the time to mix together all the ingredients, they put the cake in the oven, they listen to music while the cake is in the oven, and then the cake comes out, they find success. And what do they have that first client didn't have? Patience. Sometimes I swear, I wish I had a live-in facility where clients could come and live with me, because I just want to put my hands on the client's shoulders and say, trust me. If you don't trust me, this isn't going to work. You have to have patience. This will work. I've had over 1,000 one-on-one clients. I've seen this play out time and time again. And unless you defy the laws of thermodynamics, this plant-based diet, forming your signature system, everything that we have here is going to work, but just take your time, be patient. And this goes into a lot of different areas within the plant-based diet. So let's get into all of those. One of the places where patience is really, really important is with your weight loss. We say that healthy, sustainable weight loss is about 1 pound per week. Now, of course, you've heard of all these crazy crash diets where you lose 10 pounds in 2 days, 30 pounds in a month, 20 pounds in 2 weeks. As quickly as you get something is as quickly as you lose it. So if you lose weight that quickly, you're gonna gain it back that quickly. Slow and steady is the way to go. The slower you go, the faster you get there. So if you can be patient, understand that you are going to win this race. It's also important to understand that nobody is ahead of you. We all have 24 hours in a day, and just because somebody else has lost more weight so far, you're all gonna end up in the same place, which is at optimal health. Who cares if they get it to optimal health before you do, and who cares if you get there before they do? Stay in your own lane. This is your journey, and it is so important that you are patient. So let's say you need some money, right? You could go to the bank and you could rob the bank. That would be a very lucrative decision for you to make. Very lucrative. You could get tons of cash. Is that the smartest thing to do? No, because you'd probably end up in jail. Another way to lose 10 pounds is to cut off both of your arms. Would this be the smart decision to make? No. We have to take things slowly and sustainably. Another reason why we want to take things slowly and sustainably is that the bigger your caloric deficit is, in order to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. There's no other way to slice it. If you are losing weight, you're in a caloric deficit, and the bigger your caloric deficit is, the more weight you are losing. So the more weight you're losing, the less calories you're eating, which means by the time you get into weight maintenance, you're gonna only be able to eat a smaller amount of calories than you would if you had taken this more slowly. If you are in a caloric deficit, your metabolism is slowing down a little bit. And this is not the end of the world. Your metabolism is going to slow if you're losing weight, no matter what. Every single human on this earth who loses weight experiences a metabolism that slows down, and that is because the less you weigh, the less calories you need in order to survive. It's like how a Prius takes less gas than a Ford F-150. A slowing metabolism is not inherently a bad thing. It is simply a normal, natural, expected, healthy side effect of losing weight. If you are in a huge rush to get this thing going, then you're probably going to eat a very small amount of calories. You're going to lose weight very quickly, which means that your metabolism is way lower than it would be if you did things more slowly and you kept your caloric intake a little bit higher with a little bit of a smaller deficit. Another reason why patience always wins. The second characteristic that my successful clients have is a willingness to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And the reality is that change is a little bit uncomfortable. And while, I might start working with a client and there's the excitement and there's, oh my goodness, I'm doing this, I'm making changes, and you're looking forward to all the good things that are going to come from it, the reality is that you do have to go through a little bit of discomfort that comes with change. And if you're unwilling to sit with a little bit of that discomfort, then it's going to be very, very hard to experience that the end of the tunnel there. All the great things that you're looking toward, they will happen, but they do require just this period of transition that is a little bit uncomfortable. And so sometimes I see, people that come to me and they say, this is the outcome that I want, but I don't want to change this, that, or that. And I understand how difficult it is to make change. The reason why it's so difficult to make change is because as humans, we want to do what we've been doing all of this time because it signals to our survival brain that all the actions that we've been taking so far are good actions because they've kept us alive. So whenever we start to make change, that signals to our primal brain that we are in danger. And that's why change feels so uncomfortable, because our primal brain thinks, oh my goodness, she might not stay alive. She's making all these changes. Our logical brain can sense that that's silly, but our primal brain tends to take over. So a willingness to change is a reflection of bravery. It's a reflection of courage. And my clients are extremely courageous. They're extremely brave, and that's how they become successful. A willingness to change is quite unique. And if you can muster up the courage to be willing to change, man, you are going to be successful. If you are willing to change, you will be successful. The third characteristic that my successful clients have is staying in their own lane. Comparison is the thief of joy. And if you are setting up an expectation, you're also setting up a disappointment. Expectations are disappointments just waiting to happen. An expectation is just a nice little box that when you open it up, a big, huge disappointment pops up. When you set an expectation based on what other people are achieving, you are just asking to be disappointed, because what you can achieve is completely unique to you, and it's something that somebody else will never get to experience. And what they're experiencing is something that you will never get to experience. And that is okay. I mean, why would you want to experience exactly what they were experiencing? It's not special. It's not unique to you. Your journey is so unique to you that only you will be able to know how sweet it feels. And I can feel little bits of that sweetness by watching my clients become successful. But I think the best part is knowing that what I feel is just a tiny fraction of whatever intense emotions of joy they are feeling from finally accomplishing whatever it is that they set out to accomplish. Comparing yourself to others, it's going to set you up for disappointment. It's the thief of joy. And what you are experiencing is so unique to you that why would you want to trade that in for anybody else's experience? It's not special if you're having somebody else's experience. What you have gone through is so unique, and I'm sure you have gone through so many intense emotions that have been quite difficult to sit with. You deserve to feel whatever relief you are looking to feel and to know that it is yours. It is purely yours, and nobody can ever take that from you. What you accomplish, if it's based off of what somebody else has accomplished, then it's not truly yours. But if you look at your journey as just your individual, unique journey, you know that what you experience is something that nobody else on this earth will ever be able to experience. And how cool is that? In my next video, I'm going to be sharing the top mistakes that my clients make. So if you want to check that out, then make sure you're subscribed. And if you want to work with me, then go to healthyhunny.org. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.